The mutual fund industry in India is growing very fast. If you look at the best method for investors to invest in mutual funds, it is SIPs. SIP inflow has crossed 18,000 crores and hit an all-time high for the first time in history. So how can you as an investor make use of SIPs as the best way to maximize your returns? Join us this Saturday where we talk about how to align your SIPs to a financial goal, when to change your SIP and when to step up your SIP.
Avoiding bad ideas as an investment manager, this is my topmost priority in every market context. The current market context kind of escalates and elevates this priority to top priority. Finding good ideas can wait, but the top priority now is avoiding bad ideas, which means that I must be extremely selective. Many people ask me this question: is this a market where you should sell everything and go away? I think not. There are many companies which we may own, which may be at slightly elevated valuations. But if the company performs well going forward, these valuations would suddenly become justified. So selling the good companies and going away is not a bright idea in this market. Especially so where the economic growth is stable and inflation may moderate, and companies would again be able to improve their profitability in their businesses. So selling and going away is not a good idea, but buying extremely selectively is the key idea. So I'm not saying that you should not buy at all. I'm not saying that you should sell everything. All I'm saying is whatever you buy must be at a justifiable valuation. Is it possible to do that in this market? It is possible to be very selective and buy a few ideas in every market, not just this market. All you need is the discipline, a constant pursuit of the right investment math, an awareness of what you can pay and how far you can go in valuation, a line you will not cross in valuation, a floor where you would be so comfortable with the valuation that you would be able to complete the position, a state of readiness where if the valuations fall below that floor, you would be more than willing to scale up your position beyond the initial startup position that you plan to buy. This is a market to prioritize these things. This is a market to know which are those ideas where you can prioritize in this way. You can't prioritize in this manner in every idea. For example, if you have a 90 PE stock, any amount of prioritizing will not bring it so easily into your zone of comfort. But if you have a 20 PE stock and you think that the earnings growth which the market is expecting is probably much lower than what the company can do, suddenly it could become a 15 PE stock. And if you see visibility for 2 years, then it could become even lower in its PE, which means that you must prioritize to invest in such companies where you see these traits. As a professional manager, I would always spend a lot of time in this area. I do that now more than ever before, because only if I do this, I would be in a state of readiness to participate in opportunities when they appear before me. If I am going to start my research after the stock price falls, in all likelihood, those who have been ahead of me in doing their research will complete their investment and also see to it that the valuations go back to a zone of discomfort for me. So when the valuation is in my zone of comfort, I should have prioritized my time and effort correctly to be prepared to invest in that company. The preparation would be the top priority. This is a market where those who are prepared are the only ones who will invest when the stock price falls. I've seen this in many stocks. They don't fall and stay there. They fall only to quickly rebound after a brief stay there. The best businesses which we crave to invest follow this pattern, and it will be so in the future also. We live in a very competitive equity investing environment. As a professional manager, everybody is working very hard to find better ideas for their clients. So unless we are in a state of constant preparation, we would get left behind. So knowing what is your top priority, knowing where you should prioritize your energies, your time and effort, knowing how this prioritizing will prepare you for future investment decisions, knowing at what valuation you want to turn your research into an investment decision are all the top priorities of every one of us. If we knew all this, then investment decision making will come to us naturally when stocks correct. As an investor, I've done this a lot, but as a professional manager, I see the need to do it in a far more process driven manner, because you collaborate with analysts, you work on the strategy, you keep revisiting your math, you go deeper and deeper into companies even though you haven't invested in them. And after going deeper and deeper into multiple companies, you are lying in wait for that moment when your hunt in that stock has to begin. Most importantly, you need to know that moment when it appears before you. That, in essence, should be what each of us should be focusing on as our top priority right now. Thank you for watching this video.